We're here in the west coast of Ireland. You can hear the waves lapping in the background. Right at Fallmore Point, just beside Blacksod in Mayo, looking out on the islands where my grandfather came from. Here with the Torres EVX, the first time in Ireland, right-hand drive review. And yeah, it's still as good as I remember it when I saw it in the international launch in Istanbul a couple of months ago. Great size, great boot, great range, 10-year unlimited mileage warranty, BYD battery and underneath. We're going to have another look around the outside, the inside. This one has a different interior, and we're going to take it out for a drive on Irish roads in right-hand drive form. So let's get into it. Very distinctive on the road. Fairly standard all the way down to bottom here, and then you've got these tie-off points, but they're not really load-bearing, so it's totally aesthetic. Some real deep creases on it, and you start to see this kind of rugged design. You've got some matte black plastic up on the top here. Bonnet. So because it's not a ground-up EV, we don't have that frunk inside in it. It is front-wheel drive only. You have some nice daytime running lights along here. Again, very rugged design, very futuristic. This is the forest green color, beautiful. 360-degree camera. You've got some styles here and some body language, design language on the body for the Korean flag and the fact that it's from South Korea, formerly Sanyong. And then you've got your high-low beam module over here in gloss black. You've got some matte black and some matte gray with your adaptive cruise control radar in underneath. But overall, it's a very impressive front. Pretty vertical on it down along the side, and you'll see the charging port on the front left hand side. And so you've got AC up to 11 kilowatt and DC. It's a 73.4 kilowatt hour battery, 10 to 80% in about 37 minutes. You've got your matte black cladding, you've got your 20-inch alloy wheels, 245 45 20s. You've got a large body coloured with silver and then the indicator built in, but again, that kind of a rugged design language with a bit gloss black on the outside of it. Gloss black A-pillar and roof with roof bars. Bit of chrome along the top of the doors, but pretty much gloss black and matte black top half of the body, so two-tone in essence. Body coloured door handles with one-touch central locking and unlocking, so keyless entry. Matte black down along the bottom, and then a nice little kink here. So there are definitely design cues. The whole door opens up so it protects the bottom of the actual door. And longer than an Ioniq 5 or Skoda Enyaq, taller as well. So you can see the roofline of the top of the doors kind of slopes back, but you actually gain. So it looks visually, but it's tall. And you'll see that when I sit inside in it. But yeah, long. And it's long even though it's not on a dedicated electric vehicle platform. Because it's based on a combustion engine as well, it's probably one of the shortest wheelbases, but they still give it to you in the boot and still give it to you in the back seat. At the back is probably the most controversial part of the KGM. It's something that isn't going to look like anything else on the road. You've got your wide shark fin area, gloss black at the top, your high-level brake lamp, window wiper, and then you've got this piece of cladding that kind of symbolises a spare wheel holder, but not really. You've got Torres EVX, the only place where it says it on the car. You've got KGM again. You have the chalice from Sanyong on the middle of the wheels, but otherwise pretty much blank. There's no nameplate on the front at all. And you've got this handle here, and you think the door is going to swing hinge on the left, but actually it's not even powered. It's manual all the way up. Massive boot, absolutely huge, really deep. You have a subfloor in underneath. You've got your AC charging cable. You've got your you have 3-pin domestic charging cable, you've got your AC charging cable, and you've got vehicle to load ability as well. So you've got your adapter that can go in that side pocket. Inside here as well, you also have 12 volt and 40-60 split. Underneath that then, you've got those, again on the sides, the rear taillights, again very Korean flag inspired, and along the top, one of them means sun. There's an actual meaning to these designs here. One means earth, one means sun. Matte black sensors, you got your 360-degree camera, and then you got some silver in underneath, and kind of like that DLR, daytime running light, DRL at the front. I already said DLR. And yeah, nice. In the back of the Torres EVX, you start to really get the benefit of that longer wheelbase. Sorry, that longer body, not longer wheelbase. And this trim, and there's only one trim in Ireland, this is coming in price-wise around €48,000 after the grant, just under. You've got tinted windows in the back. A lot of taxi drivers are interested in the Torres EVX because they've got a good reputation from when they were SsangYong, reliability, etc. So in the passenger version, it's coming in tinted. SsangYong, or KGM Ireland, apologies, can get clear glass for it as well. So if you're a taxi driver, there are blinds that's on here as well. You've got your heated seats as well, 2-stage, and your window. I'll show you how far that down goes. It goes down all the way. A bit of gloss black in here and a pocket as well there. Good opening as well to get in and out. You've got 2 isofix in the rear. You've got your jacket holder, garment holder in the back of the seat. You've got your magazine, smart fold holder. You've got in the back here 2 USB Type-Cs. You've got some air vents, the ability to move forward and back and slide the passenger seat. Some storage in underneath there. Again, because it's not a fully electric vehicle, you do have a small bit of a transmission tunnel, 3 headrests, and 2 cup holders in the armrest. Dark in here now because this is the dark interior, dark headliner, and the dark upholstery. I do have the other review in Istanbul where it was a lighter headliner, and you can have a look at that. But otherwise, good space in the back here of the Torres EVX. In the front of the EVX, you get a bit more design going on. You've got that soft touch with that kind of brown coppery stitching on it. We've got that silver trim, same in the back door, some gloss black on the door panel, decent sized door pockets. And then on this version with the dark, you've got that copper inlay with some ambient lighting, 2 12.3-inch screens. You've got the Chalice steering wheel, lots of push buttons on that. Some quirks in the Torres EVX. Air conditioner only goes down to 18 degrees, which is interesting. On this version, I think it must be a software update, I cannot turn off the speed sign recognition warning. And so anytime I go 1 kilometer over it, it starts to beep at me. Lane keep assist definitely needs to be turned off because it is fairly, it doesn't realise the country roads that we have here in the west of Ireland. But anyway, you've got a central holder, 2 USB Type-Cs, wired Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and then these cables can be put up through here, so you can actually store your phone like that. 2 cup holders, you've got your drive mode selector. Another quirk with it is it doesn't go straight from drive into reverse or neutral. You have to go through neutral every single time, so it's a double push. Yeah, I thought I could do it with a long push, but no. So that takes a bit of getting used to. Electronic handbrake. Let's put that into park. Wireless charging pad. Good, decent sized pocket there then as well. Glove box, good size, decent as well. Some EVX branding over on the left hand side. Soft touch plastic on the top of the dash. But I'd love if it came in a sunroof. I don't think it does come in that option. Seats are comfortable. They're heated and cooled. Over the driver display then, it's an interesting one. The third quirk on the Torres EVX is the way that they judge the usage is kilometers per kilowatt. And I have been getting between 5 and 6 on that 770 kilowatt hour battery. That's real world range of between 350 and 420 WLTP, and this is 450. And so, yeah, now temperature wise, it's around 18, 19, 20 degrees here. And so I'm not sure whether you're going to get that high of an efficiency and motorway usage. So again, if you're doing urban, you're going to get it all day, every day. A bit more motorway, it's probably going to be, because it is a big, large electric vehicle and it has a 73 kilowatt hour battery, real world is probably winter time on motorway near the 300 mark. So just be conscious of that as well. Dual zone, air conditioning, climate control. You've got satellite navigation, but as I said, you've got the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And what I like about it is the shortcuts remain on the side of the screen. So if you want to go to aircon, you can actually always have the access to it there on the side, rather than having to come out of the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. So that's a nice feature as well. I like the copper accent, something a bit different. Let's take it out for a drive. Nevo Electric Vehicle Show is back in partnership with Bank of Ireland. The show's second instalment will take place in the RDS Simmons Court on the 10th of November 2024. Building on the sold-out success of the previous show, this will be Ireland's largest ever motor show. Experience all things e-mobility with over 30 manufacturer brands displaying over 80 electric vehicles, the latest in charging and energy solutions, engaging discussions with industry experts, exhilarating test drive experiences, and captivating live vehicle demonstrations. Visit nevo.ie today to learn more and register for your free ticket. The length of the Torres EVX is 4,715 millimeters. The width is 1,890 and the height is 1,725 with a 2.68 meter wheelbase. It's a ground clearance of 175 millimeters. What's it like driving the Torres EVX? Great driving position, up nice and high. The suspension is on the firmer side, that's for sure, on these undulating Mayo roads. You can feel it, but it's not too harsh. You've got large visibility, wing mirrors on the side with blind spot, decent visibility out the back as well. Seats are nice and comfortable. They're heated and cooled. Steering wheel is a good size. It's flat bottom, good big width diameter, and not too thick. Lots of nice buttons on it as well. Pickup is decent. The torque is of a good level. The electric motor in the Torres EVX is 152 kilowatts, giving you 207 horsepower, 340 newton meters of torque. Sometimes finds it difficult to put the power down, so it's very much about feathering that throttle. Brakes are good, disc brakes all the way around on those 20-inch wheels. It will come in a commercial version with just the 2 seats in the front with the rear bench removed, and that will have 18-inch wheels on it, alloys as well, a different design. Some of the ADAS driver assist systems are a bit intrusive, lane keeping, driver monitoring, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see if you want to turn those off when you're driving yourself. The speed sign recognition, it has it in the menu that you can turn it off, but even though it's off, on this one it must be a firmware update. It still beeps when you go over the speed limit, even by 1 kilometer. Now, it beeps 3 times and that's it. It also gives a chime when the speed sign changes, so on my way down from Dublin I was getting a couple of chimes here and there. The lane centering is there, you can turn it off, but it's not too aggressive. I actually don't know where the driver monitoring sensors are in the car. They may be in the edges of the screens. I don't think they're up in the mirror, but they're definitely there. So if it finds that you're not paying attention to the road, it will chime at you and put up the coffee cup. As I mentioned when we were sitting on the inside, the way it displays energy efficiency, it is a current efficiency. I don't think you can go back on previous trips. So I can see I'm doing roughly 5 kilometers per kilowatt hour at the moment. That's going to be getting me around that 350, 360 real world range. And the temperature outside is about 18 degrees. Overall, yeah, it's good, it's nice. It is great space, great size, nothing else like it on the road. And I think in this forest green, it's a beautiful colour. Warranty is a big factor for it. The dealer network is growing out here in Ireland, with more and more dealer networks, groups and individual locations interested in taking on that KGM brand. And obviously looking at the other Korean brands, Kia and Hyundai, to say, do you know what, if KGM can do similar kind of explosion in growth, we want to be in with KGM at the ground level. So KGM, formerly SsangYong. Just after driving back up to Dublin doing a range efficiency test, and I'll put this into both videos because unfortunately the driver assist systems are just drive me crazy. And a lot of vehicles you can turn stuff off, and this one in the menu has some options to turn off, but it doesn't turn off. The driver awareness or the alert monitoring with the little coffee cup, once you get off highway, dual carriageway, motorway, it does not know how the Irish roads are. You can't turn it off, number one, and so it's constantly beeping for you to take a break. And I don't mind after a period of time when I'm driving. Some vehicles say that you've been driving so long, might be time for you to have a break, and it is a 4.5 hour drive, but it's too much. So KGM put in, either change the settings on it, or I'm not sure, but I couldn't find it on the menu as to how to do it. The other one then is the speed sign recognition, and I talked about that in my review, but it chimes every time it changes, and I tried to get it in the menu, couldn't figure it out. And if you go 1 kilometer over the speed limit, which you're not supposed to be going over, but these things happen every single time. And there is a menu option that it says you can turn it off, couldn't turn it off. And so a lot of beeps, a lot of bongs. So I was getting driver alert every time the speed changed and every time I went 1 kilometer over the speed limit. And so, yeah, it wears you down. Now, motorway, dual carriageway, stick it on cruise control, set it at the speed, and you're fine. But even when I was parked up there at Ballinalack on the range journey, so I'm parked up in park, and the driver alert monitoring system goes off saying, take a break. So I don't know what it is, whether it's a sensor that needs recalibration or a firmware system. So yeah, it is a very, very beepy car, and that's in a lot of cars with general safety regulation too, that driver monitoring, that lane keeping assist, etc., etc. But it's too much in the KGM, unfortunately, so it does need an update. Let me know if you own one, if you've gotten one recently, and if whether I'm just doing it wrong. But there are vehicle settings here. You go into vehicle settings, and then you go to driver assistance. So forward safety settings, lane safety settings, intelligent cruise control, like warning sound, I had them off. That was for lane settings, but there's a lot of stuff there. Speed limit warning, I had it off, still going off. Driver attention warning, I have it off. Informs the driver when the detective front departs. So like the car in front of you has moved on, but there isn't an actual driver attention, the coffee sign. And it talks about making sure that you're not weaving around the roads, but come to Ireland and you'll see how weavy the roads are. So yeah, unfortunate. I like the vehicle, but just those driver assists, they are crazy at the moment. For 48,000 euros, would you take the chance and go with a KGM Torres EVX? Let me know in the comments what you think. Hopefully you've enjoyed that second drive of the Torres EVX. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button. Make sure you drop a comment and let me know. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, YouTube is going to show you another video it thinks you may enjoy as well. So I hope you do.